Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for loving the last video and I'm so glad you all are here with me today. I decided this morning that I would like to sit down and talk about the current dynamics of relationships and how to really navigate your way through it. This is something that I'm sharing with you heart to heart, one on one conversation, and I just want to share a few things that I learned in my relationship that is making my relationship thrive. So, yeah, Sunday Reset with Reema, episode number 2, what makes the relationship thrive? No, it's just safe to say, I think, every single human on this planet wants to be in love. That heart fluttering, stomach churning, heads in the cloud kind of love. And yet, even though we all love to be in love, we still find ourselves with an approximate 50% divorce rate. And that's just data on people who choose to break up. Let's not forget about the people who, try to stay together out of convenience or for the sake of kids. I'm here to declare it's freaking hard. No matter what Bollywood may try and tell us, arguments are just not solved with a romantic slow motion kiss in the rain or by molding a clay pot with an orchestra in the background. It takes a willingness to take a hard look on yourself, to admit your imperfections, to admit when you're wrong and be willing to change, be willing to communicate, be willing to open yourself up, be willing to give and to receive. So let's start with the first thing. Lesson number 1, communication. From the beginning, I think you have to establish communication with your partner even when you have to say the hard things. A lot of time I see people avoiding the situation to talk about it, saying, hey, I'm busy, I'll talk to you about it later. If your partner is not willing to communicate, I promise you, sooner or later, you're going to be exhausted. You are going to be tired. You are not going to be in the same amount of love that you were in when you first started seeing them. And over a period of time, it just builds up and you will break down someday. So just don't reach to the point of complete, tearing apart. Just don't reach there. You must make sure that you make your partner understand that communication is a very, very basic quality that both partners need to learn. It is the partnership which needs a communication in discovering how you feel, or you can actually fall down. Lesson number 2, assessing their core values. I mean, what exactly as a person they are. Okay, I think this is going to be very hard to hear, but you and I both need to hear that. Possibly, like, people change, okay? You have changed, I have changed, I continue to change, and the partner that we fell in love is also allowed to change. The way that we feel about each other is going to be different in a year or two. It's always like years, 1 or 2 years down the lane, we start taking each other for granted. That electricity that we first felt, we don't feel it anymore. So that's when life, become an everyday thing, and people like start to joke about it that the honeymoon phase is over. So what is beyond that? How does the relationship thrive? And don't want to take each other for granted, right? You have to stop complaining that, oh, you used to get flowers for me, you used to take me for a vacation, you were like this, you were like that, and now you have become a totally complete different person. Instead of complaining, you need to really analyze his or her core values. My husband and I are actually different personalities, but sometimes I actually think that being too different can be detrimental. A lot of people were like, he's so different from you, how can you guys even relate? Even when he went to my dad and asked his blessings to marry me, my dad said no. A big part of his argument was, you guys have come from a total different worlds. But I know who he is as a person, what his core values are as a person, how he treats people well. He treats me well. He shows love and respect to my family. He always gives me respect. He never, tries to shut me down or like to, tell me that what is important. It was like, he's a good person. Is he a good human being? Is he gonna treat me well? So I assessed my values and then looked at his, and this is how they align well. Lesson number 3, having your own identity. All right. So my husband and I believe and view us as equals. So when we bought a house or even a property or involved in any of the investments, we told lawyer make it an ultimate divorce nightmare, because both of us should be 50% partners in whatever we do. What I'm trying to say is that it's important, whether it's in the business or just in your personal life, it needs to be seen as a 50-50 all along the way. Don't lose yourself in an attempt to make a relationship work. I hope that relationship that you are in should be thriving. But that being said, I always need you to remember that you are a complete by your own self, or he or she is a complete by their own self, and both of you together create something magical. But both of you separately also, have a strong identity. So identity is a key point, and make sure you are not losing that. Lesson number 4, be accountable to your partner. One of the most amazing guiding forces in our life was being accountable. How much we have shaped our life through being accountable. My husband and I have shared vision we are trying to accomplish in our life. If either of us are being lazy, we address them directly about, hey, you promised me that you were ambitious. You promised me that you were, really going to take a swing at this, but you are laying on the bed, and very cleverly encouraging and pushing us both on the reward and on the punishment front. So when we did something that was in alignment with what we told each other, what we are going to do with our lives, so that was going to push and propel us forward. We really need to pick somebody that has a certain sort of, universal characteristics, like either a growth mindset or a willingness to pursue it. My husband and I got together very young, and I think neither of us had a growth mindset, but we understood very early on that you either grow together or you grow apart. We put equal energy in improving. The lessons that we have learned along the way has been so enlightening and so empowering. Lesson number 5, being committed to yourself and to your partner. The truth of being a man and a woman is that you're always going to find someone else attractive. Initially, it's the physical attention that draws towards each other. What happens one day when you see wrinkles on my face? Are you gonna judge me for the graying of my hair? I'm not saying that you should not date people who look good and who look hot and who are beautiful. All of that is okay. I want you to reassure your partner that, hey, look, your beautiful face is definitely attractive to me, and I'm going to talk to you, and I'm going to try and see where it goes. I'm gonna commit to you, and regardless of the fact that I find other people attractive, I'm gonna be into you. You want to share a life with me as a person, because nothing better in life than having the shared experiences and growing all together, becoming more wiser, becoming more successful, more financially secure. We get more appealing to people. Being committed to a person in each phase of life is love, and that's what keeps the spark alive. So finally, I would like to conclude that these are the basic qualities that each partner need to possess. And if there is anything that I have learned with this hectic schedule that I have now, is someone is a priority, you make things work. You go out of your way and make things work. And these are the 5 qualities on which my relationship is thriving. And if you are there, if you have any such beautiful experiences or any important qualities that you would like to share, please don't forget to put them down in the comment section below, and it would really make my day. So see you soon next week with a more interesting content to bring it on the table and discuss with you all. And thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Happy Sunday. Bye.